was a National School of Drama graduate. I was a gold medalist. I was never good at studies. I never got more than 38% marks in my life. But as an actor, I discovered that acting can be learnt. So I went to the drama schools and came to Mumbai on the June 3rd, 1981. This is a very dignified, sophisticated, bald look. I wanted to add sexy, then I thought maybe I should not be saying this is a very formal gathering. The gentleman who has been kept here for my emotional support totally agrees with me. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, so he has a position of power over there. But thank you for coming, sir. I can see that Madam does believe that bald is beautiful. So this you will identify, and a lot of other people. This is a very, very, this is called shaved look, not bald look. But in early 80s, when you came to Mumbai to become an actor and to have no hair, was that you were not supposed to be an actor, because hair was much more important than talent. Hair was much more important than me being a gold medalist from drama school. And I was very thin. I was so thin that I could see through a keyhole with both my eyes. So there was no way that anybody took me seriously that I want to be an actor. They said, why don't you become a assistant director? Why don't you become a writer? And then after 1 or 2 years, it became very difficult to survive. I had to sleep on the railway platforms. I had to do all kinds of odd jobs. But there was no work coming up. And in this, Mahesh Bhatt had made a film called Arth with Smita Patil, Shabana Azmi and Kulbhushan Kharbanda. It was brilliant, amazing film. So I went and met him, and he casually just told me, oh yeah, I've heard about you. You are a good actor, I've heard. So I told him, out of frustration, I said, you heard wrong. I'm not good, I'm brilliant. So that, I think, Pinky, stop going through your Instagram likes and dislikes. Come on, listen, concentrate, focus on it. Even though you have heard my... No. Just now for some time, just forget about your phone. Everybody. You are in the front row. Either you sit at the back and then I can't see you. I have to see you. And you have to look, as it is, half your face is covered. So at least you can have your eyes on me. But I have never looked at my phone. So, relax, chill. This is the best time of your life. If you are with your friends, you're still going through this. She's a friend, so I can say anything to her. You can get away with it. Yeah. No, I am serious about it. Don't look at your phone now. So, in this situation, I met Mahesh Bhatt. I was desperate, and my baldness helped. I was 27 when I met him, 27, and he said there is this particular role, and when I heard the role, I was blown away by in theatre, as a trained actor, you don't really think that you have to play an old man or you have to play this. For me, the role was much important than any image. I had not gone there to make an image out of me. I had gone there to become an actor. And Saransh's B.V. Pradhan was a role which I knew that will make me survive for 36 years. And that's exactly what has happened. I'm still sitting here, and still your first question is about Saransh. So that means it's important to make choices which are closer to your heart rather than go for popular choices. Means if I had done 5 films as a hero type of a thing, which is a typical hero, though I feel that Saransh was a hero of the film, that character, I would have not survived. But that established me as an actor.
Yeah, that's really good to know. And as they say that we are the choices what we make. Indian, American and British film industries. And a lot of TV too. Can you tell us how the experience differs across continents and, of course, cultural sensibilities?
think there is, acting is about emoting, and emotion is about 9 rasas that we know. In fact, all of us go through those 9 feelings. We go through sadness, happiness, laughter, hatred, disgust. All of us go through in our real lives. But the difference between an actor and people who are not actors is that our command center, which is our mind over here, tells us to behave in a certain manner, and the emotions are real. Means I'm sure when all of you cry, it's very believable. When for genuine reasons when you cry, and when you cry for some other reason, that's a separate issue. But you laugh, and nobody says that you're faking it up. When you get angry, you get angry. So what is it that makes you, what is it that makes an actor different? The problem is that an actor knows the emotion before he has to portray it. And then he has to make, so that craft is all over the world the same. I believe that Indians are larger than life. That's why our cinema is larger than life. A lot of people in the West tell me, oh, Indian acting is very exaggerated. Indian acting is about dance and singing around the trees. I personally feel that our young generation actors or any actors may be able to do what Brad Pitt or Tom Cruise does. But can you imagine a Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise doing Tujhe dekha to ye jana sanam? They can't do it because their mind will come in between. We believe in life. We will go and dance at any given pretext. We laugh loudly. We hug, not in today's circumstances. But we are larger than life. So that is where the difference comes in between Indian cinema and work abroad. But I think being a trained actor has always helped me doing all kinds of roles. And also I'm an actor when he's not ready to, or a person for that matter, when he or she is ready to make a fool of himself or herself, then there is only joy. It's our fear which stops us being ourselves. It's our fear of wanting somebody making fun of us. It's our fear of to be always perfect. It's our fear of always being right. When you don't want to be right, when you want to be sort of just live life, then there is no fear. So I run an acting school. My first sentence to them is that you should be ready to make a complete fool of yourself. It's your censored, when I say censor, emotions which makes you behave in a certain manner, which wants you to be, according to me, persona is that you are comfortable in who you are. That's what personality is all about. But people want to be somebody else all their lives. And that is the most difficult part. Because neither you are that person, nor you are yourself. I'm happy to be myself. My grandfather was once eating food when I was very young. I think I was 10 years old. And my mother was serving him food. So he was making this sound while eating. So my mother said, "Kya babuji, आप ये खाना खाते समय कितनी आवाज़ कर रहे हो?" My grandfather's answer was, "बेटा मुझे तो मज़ा आ रहा है, problem तेरी है." So I think I am myself either in India or abroad. But when I work abroad, in my mind I think that I'm representing my country. Actors don't get to represent their country officially. Sports people do that. So when they don't have a flag, but they don't have a flag in their hand. But whenever I am working abroad, I have a flag, Indian flag in my heart. And before every shot I say, I have to be the best, because they are saying this Indian actor is working in this film. So I give my best. That makes me feel better.
That's really great.
Yeah.
From to dining with the Hollywood elite, you have done it all. And as we are witnessed, done it all with rare grace. I must say congratulations for a life so well lived. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's I always one of my reasons of going to work in New York for 2 years was I've come back now. I'm not working there anymore, in the sense that I was supposed to be there for 4 years, but after pandemic when I went, I thought New York was not the same New York that I stayed there for 2 years. one of the reasons that I went there and wanted to be doing in an English series, work in an English series, because I think in Hindi. So I thought, and over here they had started calling me thespian, legend, veteran, which are very frightening words if you think that they are basically wanting to give you Lifetime Achievement Award, and then finally you will walk into the sun. So I said, let me just get out of this place. I want to be always a newcomer, and that's how I went to New York to do New Amsterdam. And so it's not all done as yet. In fact, I should stop showing this show, small 1-minute reel that I show you. I should start the beginner. That's it. Yeah.
Thank you. So now I will hand over to
Pinky, are you enjoying the conversation? I told you.
Apurva will ask the next question.
Anupamji, you're a celebrated author today with 3 books to your credit, of which 2 were written within a span of less than a year. Between being a film actor, a theatre artist, a producer, supportive husband to an MP, tell us a little about your time management mantra.
When you want to do something, you can find time. It's only when you don't want to do something that you start thinking that you don't have time. आपने अपने लेक्चर में कितनी सारी बातें एक साल में की हैं. आप अभी जो आने वाले होंगे चेयरपर्सन, वो कितनी सारी चीज़ें करेंगे. पिंकी बता रही थी मुझे, while somebody was talking, she was telling me how much work she did or how much work you people do it because you want to do it. Your mothers, your grandmothers, sometimes your wives, your sisters, and yet you take out time because you want to do it. So I can find time to do anything because I want to do it. So I don't really think that it's a time management, it's a wish, it's a wanting, it's a desire. I love life. It's beautiful to be alive. It's beautiful to be doing things. It's beautiful to meet people. I'm people's person. And so I'm not doing a favor to anybody. I still feel that I still can do so many things in a day. And I think that's because I have never used 2 words consciously in the last 31 years. I have never used the word bore and I have never used the word mood. I am not in a mood or I am bored. I decided many years back, what is boredom and what is mood? How can I be bored in my own company? I am the most happening person that has happened to myself. So I am always in a good mood. I am never bored. I think boredom and mood gives you a false sense of importance. So does anger. I am angry. I am bored. What is this happening over here? I am not in a mood. I think life is so beautiful that you can do anything, anytime, and still feel rejuvenated. Work rejuvenates me. I have never taken an off in my life, in my working life. Because when you enjoy something, you don't need an off. I love acting. I love meeting people. And God gave me this 1 year to all of us. I wrote this book, the 3rd book that I wrote, Your Best Days Today, immediately after my 2nd book was written, because I felt that this is the time to maybe convey to what is the positivity during this pandemic. I had never taken a pause. This has given a pause to everybody. So I find a time for everything.
Thank you. That was beautifully said. And showing us how to maximize the value.
Yes.
On a more personal note, sir, your wife Kiranji is also a film and a theatre artist and a celebrity judge. Do you both share the same artistic sensibilities? If not, how do you find the middle ground?
No, she's more artistic than I am. She has much more refined taste than I have. Once you accept it, life is easier. So, in my case, this is the truth. And in every bald man's life, it is the truth. I have accepted the fact. If I ask your husband, he will say the same thing. this is a group which will not let a husband say anything that he wants to say. It's so, no, but otherwise also, jokes apart, I think she's MA first class first. I am BA third class. She has long hair, I have no hair. She can speak English fluently. She can actually say schedule. I say schedule. And also, I think it's easier to sort of acknowledge the brilliance of the other person. I'm in certain things I'm better than her. Maybe I'm patient, but always before marrying her also, I was patient. And she has a great sense of humor. I have a great sense of humor, hopefully at home. And we are very real with each other. I think the most important thing is that we don't have a role play relationship with each other. We don't, ma'am needs a glass of water. This is the third yawn. I caught you and I'm going to give you a glass of water now. Pinky, you can feel better now. As people, there is no pretension. We don't pretend. We can disagree with each other. Our thought process sometimes are very different, but there is a mutual respect. So I think that happens when you become partners rather than just husband and wives. When you become friends than just husband and wife. My parents were married for 59 years before my father passed away 8 years back. So when you live for such a long time, you don't only lose your husband, you lose a habit. So I think that is the most important factor that you have to have. It's not that in the last 36 years that we have been married, it has been a very smooth sailing. We have had our ups and downs, major disagreements, major fights, but it always comes back to the mutual respect for the other person has for the other person. That's important.
So I guess when your best friend and support system and successful, for a successful marriage, best formula.
So I think husband or a wife as a friend also. Because we have friends for 50 years, 60 years. My best friend was a cashier in a bank. He is still my best friend because we never judged each other. We accepted each other. So the problem comes in a marriage, I think, I'm not a marriage counselor, but the problem comes when you are judging the other person. You see, the most amazing time that a couple has is when you are quoting each other. Because you are imagining good things about the other person. And then you start, the day you get married, you start looking for, in your mind, oh, I have to live with this person. And then you start looking for faults rather than good points.
To seek help when needed. As part of which, we released a theme song written by one of our own members and featuring our past chairpersons and core committee. IT team, reach out video please.
Of a silent weeping soul, remember to reach out. There's always somebody who can help you. Raise your face to the sun again. When you feel you've walked 1,000 steps with nothing but misery for company.
Very nice.
Anupam ji for this wonderful interaction.